Good morning. This video is being filmed on June 1, but you probably won't see it for a couple of days. But good morning and happy Pride.
This is the beginning of the shade pavilion. The pergola that Dar is building. And last night we put in these posts. Kind of looks like Stonehenge. I don't know if you can see them. They're just 6 posts ready to go. A beautiful summer day. Now we're trying to attach the top braces. I'm gonna back up and see if I can show you. Dar climbed up and clamped them. The top 16-foot brace there. It's a 2x10, I think, or a 2x12. 16-foot long board. Is it a 2x12?
2x8.
Oh, it's a 2x8.
Yeah, that's why it was so easy to move.
Yeah, it's a 2x8. So sorry. There we go. So now these end holes are pre-drilled, and we're gonna put carriage bolts through. And I think I'm gonna pause right here and go see what I need to do to help. The best part of any home maintenance project is the new tools you get. Dar's headed up to drill for the carriage bolts. See if I can back up and get this in. There we go. The holes through the posts are pre-drilled, and now she's drilling through the beams. It's going to be 3/8-inch carriage bolts. 2 of them holding that beam in place. And it looks like success. This is the second end. Let me see if I can show you. It's just drilling on through. There it is. Ready for a bolt. I don't hear it. Oh, it's working. Yay! Can you feel the carriage bolt getting flush on the backside?
Yep, pulling through.
Yay! Oh. You got it, Becky. I guess I got it.
Yeah, I'll look on the backside. Yeah, the backside's flush. It is now officially safe to go under this board. It isn't catching. It isn't catching, Ducky. I can see the back one. Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful! Yeah, that's right. also the day after Katy and I hung the beams on our posts, so I'll include this video on part 2 of the pergola build. Let's show you what we did last night. By the time we got done, it was so dark we didn't go ahead and do any filming, but here's what we did last night. Alright, for part 2 of the pergola build, I'm gonna wrap it up here. And for scale, we have a little dog, who's actually a medium dog, and an 8-foot ladder. And here are the posts in the foreground with beams connected with carriage bolts. I think we have the whole structure in this view. On the near side, you can see a 16-foot beam. These are 10-foot beams. And as it turned out, we set our posts just wonderfully. They were nice and plumb, which we also checked with the help of a level, and squared off well enough, which we did with the help of creating the box. You'll recognize this frame up here. When we set the posts, we temporarily built that box down there at ground level, marking how high up each post would be if it were level to each other. There's only one little error that we made. Over here on this mid post, we accidentally set that post about 4 inches too high. Not a problem. I'm just gonna go up there with a saw and cut that off. Now I'll get you a little closer look. Alright, this end is one 10-foot beam. It's a 2x8 coming together on a 10-foot 4x4 post. This is the first 8 feet of a 16-foot stretch. The mid post has 2 10-foot beams, continuing that 16-foot length to another 4x4 post, a 10-foot beam coming around. You'll see that the pre-drilled holes really made things easy for us. And here is a 16-foot length. And back where we started. For the top of this pergola, I'm going to take the easy way out, and I'm going to use lattice. So after I set up some gussets to support the corners, the final stage of this build is going to be the lattice work and the frame that goes in the roof of the pergola, creating shade. I've got so many plants that I need to get in the ground this week or give away. Here are the plants in the breezeway. Here are the plants on the little patio table. And I've still probably got close to 50 or 100 plants out back by the Aldi greenhouse and in the Aldi greenhouse. And if I don't get them in the ground this next week, they're probably going to be under a lot of stress. Also notice the Aldi greenhouse is still standing. It has been through several storms and it's done really well. So I'd love to see us get a couple seasons out of this greenhouse. I'll probably use it again this fall. It's just about finished being used this spring. I just gotta hurry up and get all these plants either in the ground or given away to friends. Oh, and don't forget these over here. More plants, gotta get them in the ground. Alright, the raised beds in the backyard aren't doing too badly. These are the tomatoes that I planted a couple weeks ago. I have not yet harvested the parsley. The lettuce is starting to bolt, so we're going to have to harvest that pretty soon. And a few more tomato plants. This first bed is doing wonderfully. Seems to have really healthy soil with good nutrients, decent drainage. And we're going to take the chicken wire down this weekend and replace it with the sisal, which seems to be adequate to keep Luna out of the bed. Here's the middle raised bed. There are about 6 Brussels sprouts still hanging in there. I hope I have them hanging in there to the end because I'd like to give one away to a good friend, JC. Lots of eggplant, a couple of peppers. I'll put a few peppers in here. And 2 volunteer tomato plants. I went ahead and let them stay. Some zucchini. And in the corners, some cucumbers have germinated. And the bed nearest the house, the tomatoes are just about ready to start being tied up. I've already begun their training. We're gonna have another tomatrium, folks. And this time, the tomatrium is gonna reach record heights. At the end, we still have a whole bunch of dill that I haven't harvested yet. Gonna harvest that soon. And I've gone ahead and filled the Kitty Cat Memorial bird bath. I've noticed keeping a bird bath full of water for the birds helps prevent them from pecking on the fruits as they come out. We started some seeds in these patio pots, transplanted some calendula, and we already harvested a whole bunch of summer savory. Here's some more. Today's goal is to get some soil and amend the soil that was dug out and placed in these pots and actually make these plantable. I have several tomatillos that need to be transplanted, and I wanted to have them by the pergola in large pots such as these. And I wanted to also start some loofah and birdhouse gourd vine, which I thought would go real nice up the sides of the pergola and growing through the lattice work that will be up here. All right, that puts a bow on part 2 of the pergola build. Next, I'm going to make some gussets in these corners. I don't think that it's needed to reinforce it for strength of the actual structure, but the way I'm going to put the gussets in will actually support the lattice roof. All right, that'll be part 3 of the pergola build.